Hello class, my name is Nelly Castro and I'll be going over chapter 1 section 1.5. So for number 6, and it is asking to list and describe the major requirements of organisms. So there are 5 major requirements. The first one would be water. Water occupies the largest quantity in our body. Water is necessary for the metabolic process, which is a chemical reaction needed to sustain life, and it also regulates our body temperature. Second one would be food. Food is necessary, provides necessary nutrients which supply energy as well as raw materials. It lists them in the textbook as well. Third one would be oxygen. Oxygen makes up 1/5 of the air. Oxygen is used to release energy from nutrients, which drives metabolic processes. The fourth one would be heat. Our body temperature depends on heat to be maintained. Heat controls rates of metabolic process. Last one up would be pressure. Pressure is an application of force on an object or substance. So there are 2 types of pressures explained in section 1.5. The first one would be atmospheric pressure, which typically applies to land organisms. So this pressure is force on outside of land organisms due to the weight of air, which is important for breathing. The second one would be hydrostatic pressure, which typically applies to underwater organisms. This pressure is due to the weight of water. But in humans, the hydrostatic pressure keeps blood flowing. So for the second section, it is as we're moving on to homeostasis. Homeostasis, as mentioned right here in the PowerPoint, is basically the maintenance of a stable internal environment. So our internal environment basically consists of extracellular fluid and intercellular fluid. Mentioned right here in the highlighted portions. So the extracellular fluid is water and dissolved substances outside of the cells. For example, the liquid portion of the blood, plasma, and tissue fluid. Intracellular fluid is water with substances inside of the cell. So the cell membrane plays a big role in this part because it separates both of the fluids. So going back in the textbook up to this part right here in the highlighted portion, despite the quote-unquote outside environment, changes in the outside environments, homeostasis is important since it keeps the interaction of the cells in our body constant and balanced. So homeostasis is maintained through homeostatic mechanisms, which is self-regulating systems. There are 3 parts to the homeostatic mechanism. The first one up would be the receptor, which provides information about stimuli in the internal environment. Second one would be the control center, which is the decision maker that maintains its set point, which is a particular value, for example, our body temperature. Third one would be effectors, which is muscles or glands which respond when either activated or deactivated, causing necessary change to the body. So in conclusion, homeostasis keeps a balance in our body, which is very important for cell survival as well as our overall survival, since our body is completely made up of cells. And this would be the notes that I took. Thank you.